there, it's Patrina again with Do You Have a Couple of Minutes? And today I want to know if you have a couple of minutes to continue our series in the book of Proverbs. And today we are going to be talking about Proverbs chapter 20. And we're going to be just hearing more examples of wisdom and things that we can think about, meditate on, be able to observe as it relates to wisdom and applying those concepts to our lives to live more fulfilling and enriched lives. Today, I only have a few verses that I want to share with you out of chapter 20. I have 3 verses, and I'm going to hop right to it, actually starting with verse 3, which reads, "It is to one's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel." So when we think about those situations that are stressful or, maybe at our workplaces, we are seeing people that are always quarrelsome. This is telling us that if people really want to avoid that, they can avoid that. And it's to their honor to avoid that, which means that in so much as it is possible for us to avoid being that quarrelsome person, then we should try to avoid creating strife. We should be looking for ways to get through things with little to no strife. Now, this doesn't mean that there's not going to be conflict sometimes or differences of opinion, but we should be trying to look for those ways where we can relate in respectful manners and try to keep low that emotional heightenedness that people get in when they are in situations of disagreement or they're not actually caring about how things are being received, right? So we're going to care about that so we can try to move forward and avoid those quarrels because it's not helping us to move forward. And that's why it says every fool is quick to quarrel, right? They just run right in with no thought about, maybe that should be something that I want to avoid so that I can have a more pleasant day, a more pleasant relationship, and more success. Moving right along, I'm going to hop way down to verse 15. And verse 15 reads, "Gold there is and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel." There used to be this commercial that would come on and it would talk about, when E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen. And this is that idea that when there is knowledge to be gained, it is so valuable because of how we can apply it and what it can do for us in terms of how we're able to lead our lives in a more fulfilling manner, a more worthy manner, a manner with greater perspective and greater understanding that allows us to make good decisions for ourselves. And if we're in a situation to make decisions for others, helps us to make decisions for others. So this talks about just being mindful about the value of knowledge and the value of wisdom, and that it is something that is so valuable and that we should be seeking out for. And the nice thing about, knowledge and wisdom is once you have it, right? And then it's up to you to apply it so that it can reap so that you can reap the benefits, so that it can produce the fruit that wisdom and knowledge produces. And then lastly, in chapter 20, I want to read this next verse, which is verse 19. And we've talked about this before, and you'll see as you're going through Proverbs, if you're taking time to read the chapter, not only is there the theme wisdom all the way through, but there are different perspectives on similar topics to keep reminding us as readers, as seekers of knowledge, that there are these things that we just need to be aware of and keep in mind and pay attention to and understand if those might be hindrances or those might be things that we need to be aware of, or if there are things that we need to really be seeking after and they're beneficial things. So, again, hopping down to verse 19, it reads, "A gossip betrays a confidence. So avoid anyone who talks too much." Okay, let me read that again. A gossip betrays a confidence. So avoid anyone who talks too much. And this doesn't mean that these aren't nice people or seemingly nice people, but we need to be aware of where things lead when people show us that they are not able to keep confidence, they're not able to keep trust. When people are just talkers and a lot of times they're talking and they're just not saying anything, right? So these are signs, and we're being reminded by the author here to pay attention. You know, pay attention when you're interacting with people. They will tell you who they are, they will tell you whether they are trustworthy people, and we need to then treat them accordingly. Now, with that, that is my few minutes for today. I hope that you found that this has been a topic that's been inspiring, something to help you think, learn, grow, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. And I hope that if you are enjoying these messages, that you will share them with others so that they can come along our learning journey as well. Please be sure to take some time to go back and read Proverbs chapter 20. Take it in, meditate on it, pick out those things that can help you to have a broadened perspective, deeper understanding, deeper knowledge, greater wisdom that you can apply to living a more fulfilling life and making good decisions for your life moving forward. And as always, I am super appreciative of you joining me here today, and I sure hope to see you back next time. Until then, bye bye.